was about the grind. Bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. .103. Welcome to EST Afternoons. What a day. What a day. Welcome. Edmonton Sports Talk. Joaquin Gage, Hernan, Salas, Zach, Kubusch in the house. Edmonton Oilers are in charge now of the series of 3-2 with a dominant performance last night. We'll get to it. We'll get to all of it. It was man, what a game, though. Phenomenal game. Very happy to see the Oilers pull that one out. Like I said, I think the Oilers are going to roll through. We await the next opponent.
Oh, my God.
I don't believe in jinxes. I don't believe in jinxes, so we're good. So, yeah. Gager, how you doing, my friend?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'll tell you, just a bit tired. Another late night, but fans are feeling it, man. Fans are feeling really, really good. They're loving it. So much positivity. Everybody loves Pickard and Kane and Klingberg. How about the janitor?
Janitor's big, man.
Janitor is enormous.
You know why he's big to this team?
Why is that?
Because he cleans up that stuff. And that's what he did last night. He cleaned up that junk. Finally, you had a situation where someone was shooting like for rebounds, pass off the pillows, like they said back in my day. Great job by I believe it was Arvidsson shooting far side, getting the rebound. Boom. It's a good play. Even on those 2-on-1s, you don't see anything. You're trying to get it across and you can't do it. Just a hard shot, just a little bit off the ice sometimes, and you can get it right to that guy.
Yeah, it was just, so we're going to break it all down. Let's tee up the show. Hernan's World at 1:40, always presented by Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. It's going to be a fun one. Farhan Lalji, if his plane arrives on time, he'll join us at 2:20. We'll talk Canucks, NHL playoffs, and of course, a little bit of the CFL draft. But Joaquin and I are going to break down this game. And Joaquin, we had a plan. It didn't work. But you know what? We got everything sorted out. Let's go, baby.
Here's a bit of a rattlesnake.
Se necesita una poca de gracia pa' mi patía, arriba y arriba, ay, arriba y arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Everybody! La la bamba. Ba ba bamba, ba ba bamba, ba ba bamba. All right, there you go. The Edmonton Oilers are rolling, baby. Up 3-2 in the series. Gonna close it out tomorrow, and we party into the weekend. Joaquin.
Let's just tone it down a little bit, though. All right. So we're still one game to go. You're already in the third round here. Let's. As Doc said to Billy, let's finish the game.
Yeah. Oh boy, I'll say this, and I want you. Do you agree with this? If the Oilers play the way they did yesterday, there's no team in the NHL playoffs that can beat them.
I don't know.
Why not?
Look, did the Oilers play great yesterday?
Yes.
Did Darcy Kemper play great yesterday?
Yes.
Did the LA Kings play great yesterday?
No.
Yes.
They played like poop.
Yeah. So, temper your enthusiasm a little bit. Okay. This was, they got a goaltending performance. Finally, there was a goaltending performance in this series. Kemper was the reason why he's been nominated for a Vezina. He kept them within striking distance. But you got to say the Kings had an off night. You're going to have those. And game 6 is going to be a lot different. You're going to have hopefully both teams at their best. That's what I want to see.
Okay, so I'll say the Kings can't be any worse than they were last night.
No.
Like
and I'm saying even if they are at their best, let's say the Kings are at their best. So they're top 9 and 4D. And if the Oilers are at their best, I think eventually they wear them down. Yeah. I worry a little bit about Kemper if they're all playing great, but I think by the third period, at this point now, playing every second night, you've worn that team, you've worn them down a little bit, especially their D. And they have to keep going at them. Simplify was what they did. And I mean, Kings were bad, but the Oilers were really good. Just rolling line after line after line. It was great.
And in fairness, like McDavid and Draisaitl got an assist on the empty netter, but they weren't at their best either last night. Like that Kane line. Like Evander Kane for me was the player of the game, man.
I am shocked.
Oh, good.
I am absolutely shocked how well he's playing for taking a year off. I mean, he's been a very. I try to. What would you categorize Evander Kane as? I mean, what a star? He's been a star for a lot of his career, right? I think it went down to like a good player. I don't know what it is against the Kings that somehow he just. It's like one of those. We're talking about goalies a few weeks ago about just there's certain teams that you play well against or something. There is something about Evander Kane when he plays the Los Angeles Kings that he raises the level of his game. I'd like to go back and see what his like in the San Jose days, what he did against the Kings too, right?
Yeah, it's interesting. Klingberg and Kane, to a certain extent, have turned this series around too. Like Klingberg,
I'd say Kane has turned it around. Klingberg's just a surprise, really.
A pleasant surprise.
Oh yeah, I mean he said like that. We were Reed and I were talking. It was his vision's elite. Right? Yeah. His ability he won the 50-50 battle to get it to Kane. Kane gets it, fires it quick. Goes off a stick, but that's the beauty of getting the puck away quick because, oh my gosh, he's got it. Oh, he's got it off. I got to try to block it. Boom, shelf.
I am still fascinated, Joaquin, why Hiller won't use Jordan Spence more or Brand Clark because they're good defense. I get they're young. I get they're not physical, but they move the puck, Joaquin. And you just brought up Klingberg. He's not the fastest guy out there. He's not physical. But how does he get himself out of trouble? He moves the puck.
Yeah.
And Hiller's killing his team. Like, he played Campy in the last 10 minutes on defense. And I know the strategy, let's have an extra forward. We're trying to tie the game. But it's just bizarre, man. We haven't seen that since what? Fedorov, Marner?
I don't understand. I get the point, but I mean, you're taking a guy, I guess that's his position on the power play too. So he's kind of familiar with it, but I don't know. And usually you like to see him over on his off wing right there, launching the puck. That's where he's more effective, not up the point on the left side.
Back to Kane, Dusty brought up a good point, his conspiracy theory. He said, it seems like Kane has been ready to go for a while.
Well,
I mean, he could have played because of the cap situation, but this guy seems like he could have played the last 2 weeks of the regular season, man.
Dude, that's probably why he didn't go down on a conditioning stint. They would have known, right? But, whatever. It's what teams are doing now. It's funny because I was thinking about this the other day. In Europe, at times they save a card and a guy that might not be playing for the year and be an older guy, but a good hockey player, and he'll sign with a team super late.
Yeah.
And same type of, not the same type of thing, but and unless the league does something about this and says you need to be cap compliant for game one of the
playoffs
of the postseason, then whatever. I mean, who knows? If they keep doing this, you might have players sitting around till playoffs, right?
Yeah.
And go, oh yeah, I can't go or whatever. And I don't like it. I think it gives certain teams an unfair advantage. There's an easy fix to this, but finally the Oilers have taken advantage of something that's kind of bit them in the butt in the past.
Yeah, great point. And the Oilers are getting, like, everybody's coming around, Joaquin. And in that game, even when Kuzmenko scored, I was like, let me ask you this, because I was looking for the proper word last night on the postgame show. I still can't find it, okay? The LA Kings, from 20 seconds into the game, they just seemed off.
Yeah.
Like, they looked a little tentative. Like, they had 2-2-on-1s, Joaquin. They didn't get a shot on net.
There was 3 more harmonicas in that group.
That's what threw them off.
That threw them off. And so I don't know. They didn't. They looked like the Oilers in games 1 and 2, kind of feeling the game out, right? And we're just relying on the strength of their goaltender and hope. I don't know. Maybe they try to complete role reversal. But like you said, Hiller. Is it Hiller? This is last Hiller. If you watch his availability after games, the first couple, very, I want to say arrogant in the way he spoke after those games. There was a lot, like a big smile on his face, and then you get to Edmonton and he gets asked some different types of questions aside from the games 1 and 2, and you start seeing a little bit of anger towards the media, I guess is the best way to put it. And it's a reflection of your team, usually what your head coach is doing. And I don't know if you heard Kemper. I heard him talking about, and I don't know if it was right away, but I don't know. Something came up with he was talking and saying that it might be more beneficial if they kept the pressure up throughout the whole game, instead of just falling back into that 0-5.
But yesterday, they had, like I said, they couldn't make passes. Like, I know they scored on the power play, but if you notice, the Oilers are pressuring them more. Like, they're almost having to move the puck a second or two quicker than they want to. They had Kuzmenko on the back door, and it was the Oilers' pressure that is not letting them connect on the power play. I think that's great. Dennis Bernstein said yesterday on the pregame show, this is the biggest game for LA since they won the Cup.
Yeah.
And they no-showed, man.
Yeah. Okay. They had a bad game. Okay.
No, I know.
Just temper the Kings aren't a bad team. I know you're all pumped up here, but I got to tone you down a little bit. All right.
No, Oilers got this. Okay, so I want to read this to you, courtesy of my buddy Brian Swain. Hyman, first player in franchise history, regular season or playoffs, to have 10-plus hits in consecutive games. He has 22 hits in his last 2 games.
Really?
That's crazy, eh?
So, and this is, when I've played with certain individuals that have had success that maybe was out of their skill set a little bit. Okay. So last year, you saw Hyman have score 50 goals. That's pretty impressive, right? So for a 25 to 30 goal scorer, that's a big jump. Do you think that Hyman's view of how he is supposed to contribute to the Edmonton Oilers was different going into this year? And now by putting him in different situations, playing with different individuals, that skill sets are not the same as playing with like McDavid or Nuge, that he's gone back to his roots a little bit and found that junkyard dog.
That
game.
Dog in him.
Yeah.
That's a good point, actually, because he's still getting some looks, but not as many when he plays with McDavid.
Yeah.
He's not on the first unit power play anymore. Like, he'll rotate, but Perry usually starts because Perry's been brilliant. I think so, because listen, I know he throws hits, finishes, checks. But if you would have told me Zach Hyman had 22 hits in the last 2 games, I would have been like, what? Seriously? Like, and that's not a knock on him. It's just because he's usually here. He's been the goal scorer, right? He's not that guy.
Well, and what I would say one of the best hits of the entire season was that hit on Doughty to get to knock that puck loose for the empty netter. Right?
Yeah.
That was, and you know, I love his game right now. I think it's great that you see that dog back in him.
He's dog. Janmark has as many goals in the last 2 playoffs combined as the last 2 seasons. 6.
He's the modern day Claude Lemieux without the dirtiness.
Hey, one of our nasties yesterday in the postgame show called him Claude Janmark. He just said he needs to bite someone. Did Claude Lemieux bite someone?
He did. I think. Yeah.
That's his new name, Claude Janmark.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
The janitor.
Pickard is the all-time franchise playoff leader in winning percentage now at .800.
Well, he's only played a couple.
I know. The Oilers became the 3rd team in the NHL history to earn 3 straight comeback wins after facing a 2-0 series deficit following the Penguins in 2009 and the Golden Knights in 2021.
Sign of a mature team.
And then I heard this from Noodles this morning. He got it from Sports Logic. Calvin Pickard is 7 for 7 on backdoor at one time in saves.
Yeah,
amazing.
I heard that. Hey, take it with a grain of salt. But
whoa.
It's different situations.
No, I know.
You know, like,
you have to look at it because he brought up a good point. He goes, people are going to be hard on Skinner, but 2 of those were 5-on-3.
Yeah.
Or one of them, whatever it was.
And I don't know the criteria. If it just passes the probably the center line and there's a goal scored right there, but there was wide open nets too. I think Stuart Skinner's had the tougher assignments on some of those backdoor passes.
Barry says, hopefully the Oilers wrap it up Thursday so I can focus on F1 this weekend. Got to build that lead. Yeah.
Easy.
We're going to have to kick this guy out. Liquid Beaver, Hernan, great job. That was worth 1,000 thumbs up. Thank you for that. Smith TM14 says, I actually got chills. I like this one from our buddy Rip City. Where is it? Best music performances of all time. 1, The Sound Machine at the World A Cappella Championships. 2, Hernan singing La Bamba.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I like that. And if you
like how you caught everyone off guard. That was good.
Well, we were going to come off the hop, but this stupid system I use, it checks off sometimes from the Roadcaster, so I had to do that again. And Koob, you're awesome. Love you, Koob.
I love you too, but I don't know why you had to say that. Yeah. I didn't do anything.
Hey, how's the orange Pepsi?
It's good.
Good?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's nice in there.
Dusty put some spice rum in his?
Yeah. I don't. It doesn't really, I feel like it should taste orangey, but it's not.
Okay. If you're listening, iHeart, TuneIn radio apps, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, slide on over, give us a thumbs up. We broke a record 2 days ago. We had close to 250. We have 218 watching, 78 thumbs up. It's a good start, but we need to build that. So hammer that thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Also subscribe. We're at 11.8 right now, subscribers. Let's get to 12 here.
What, does Dusty have to eat sushi?
Wait, he doesn't like sushi? Shocking. Is that the bet now?
Are you surprised?
Sushi? Really?
I'll bring you something in that you'll like.
How about sushi?
No, not sashimi. He's not eating that.
Tommy, do you like sushi?
How about seaweed salad?
Ooh. How about just seaweed?
Allergic.
What are you allergic to, though? You liar. Tommy says he's allergic.
Yeah.
I love sushi. When we'd go to BC with the Elks, we'd always go with the staff and have sushi. Oh, amazing. This is from the Koob fan club. We should all love Koob. Yeah, everybody loves Koob. He's everybody's favorite.
Yeah, good shows. Good. You're breaking 100 things. Those are good.
Yeah.
Well produced, buddy.
No, thanks. Yeah, that's all me.
I know.
Yeah. But, well, I'll cherish that forever. Gager just gave me a compliment live on air.
Well, just turn off your mic now.
All right, coming up next, we'll continue to recap the Oilers' dominant Game 5 win. They can close it out tomorrow. I think they will. We'll see the Janmark goal. We'll talk about that Byfield play in the crease, Gager. That should have been a penalty shot.
It should have been.
Yeah, hell yeah. We'll We'll run the video of all that. Keep the messages coming to the nasty chat and the River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999. The afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 restaurant, where your entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. We're back after the break. Here's Koob Sports Update.
Two teams are on the brink of elimination entering Game 5. The Bolts trail the Panthers 3-1, while the Caps can take the Habs in 5. Elsewhere, the Blues and Jets go head-to-head with the series tied at 2 apiece. Out west, Seattle has been granted with a PWHL team for next season to become the 8th franchise in league history. Meanwhile, the NFL has fined Atlanta $250,000 while giving defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich a $100,000 fine for, quote, failing to prevent the disclosure of confidential information. Ulbrich's son prank called Browns 5th rounder Shedeur Sanders during draft day, pretending to be the Saints general manager. In just a pair of games, the NBA slate, the Rockets look to stay alive with a win in Game 5, while the Timberwolves need just one win against the Lakers to make it to round 2. And after being battered 10-2 from Boston last night, the Jays meet the Red Sox once again, this time just after 5 o'clock. Right now, there's 3 games live, including the Tigers up 7-1 on the Astros in the end of the 3rd inning. This sports update is brought to you by Gimme Virtual Golf. With 240 unique courses and technology that automatically tees a ball up for you, Gimme Virtual Golf is where innovation meets the game. Visit their website at gimmevirtualgolf.ca. More Oilers Kings talk once we get back from break. I'm Zachary Kubusch, and you're up to date.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Craving a late night snack? Hit the Banquet for our new late night happy hour. Sunday to Thursday, 9 p.m. till close. Try favorites like sweet and spicy lettuce wraps or our Banquet burger and fries, all at happy hour prices. The Banquet. Get real. Play hard.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Downsizing, upsizing, or staging your home to sell? Sentinel Storage is Edmonton's team for affordable storage solutions. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Sentinel Storage, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
$125. Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk, live from the William Huff Studios. Joaquin Gage, Hernan, Salas, Zach, Kubusch. Zach, can you send me a link, please? I forgot to ask you earlier, and that's all me. That's all me, brother. Just so we can get the videos rolling here. Is it Collingwood, Rob? Hernan, enjoy the win, but stop the Leaf fandom delusional thoughts. Listen to Gager. Hey, Collingwood, Rob. I'm confident, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Positivity. There's no way the Oilers are leading tomorrow on home ice to result this series. Like, there's nothing wrong with being positive, people. I get it. Like, oh, Hernan, I don't believe in jinxes. Come on, guys. Whatever I say is not going to matter tomorrow. Whatever.
Yeah, it is.
Now, are you going to get a better LA Kings team? You better, if you're an LA Kings supporter.
Well, the Oilers still have to maintain their level of play, too.
Exactly. Because what happens with the Oilers when they feel all fat and sassy?
That's why I think this thing's going 7.
I don't think I can handle a game 7.
Oh, it would be Saturday night?
Oh, yeah, but I'm working, bruh.
Oh, stop it.
The good old ticker. Can't handle it.
You can handle it. I'd love a Game 7. I know most Oilers fans just want the Oilers to win 7-1 each game, but that's boring.
Well, yeah, it is, but it's always nice to have one game where you can just kind of relax.
You just want your weekend off, that's all.
I do. I need it. It's going to be hot too, man.
I know.
Like 25, 27. It's going to be great, dog.
You going to pop out one of these windows?
I wish, man. That's the only issue here is we can't open any windows.
I don't know about this orange Pepsi, man.
Why?
It tastes like gin.
I wonder why. All right, we're gonna get to this. Listen. There was 2 plays yesterday that pissed me off, Gage. The Byfield hand on the puck in the crease. That's a penalty shot. And the cross check from Brand Clark to Evander Kane into the net. Like, the refs got to stop doing this. A penalty is a damn penalty, man. I don't care if the Oilers are dominating the game. I don't care if they're getting killed. Call the damn penalty. Who cares? Like, how can you as a ref sit there and go, well, that's a clear penalty, but it's 2-1 late in the game. Why would I give the team winning a power play? Like, you can't have that mentality, Joaquin.
No, but it is what it is. It's never going to change. This is what they do.
Oh, I hate it.
And you could see it because then afterwards, there's makeup calls, the ticky-tacky right after.
It's ridiculous, man.
It's so dumb. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you can do about it. It's I feel bad for the players in that situation because what was it? Who took the first penalty in the game? I forget what it was, but it was Connor. One hand on his stick and kind of rode up and got into the parallel. And I know that's kind of a penalty, but it was called hooking. And it's just, okay, fine. If that's what you're going to call. And we mentioned this. And then Connor gets the puck. 2 guys have their stick inside him. And it's not called. The Kings should have been down. It should have been a 5-on-3.
Yeah.
And we've heard it, and we've heard guys say that they've heard refs going, look, I can't call everything on him because the other team would be on the power. Like, Connor gets punished for being elite.
Great.
Like, which is crazy. It was absolutely crazy. So, I don't know, man. It's just the way it is. Because then they get into this whole makeup stuff and making it even. I don't know what the fix is because it's across the board. All the other games that I've watched, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Maybe it's gotten to the point where why do we have so many guys on the ice anyway? All they're doing is taking up space at this time. Without them, it might open the game up even more and just have someone call it from the stands. And
you're still not calling it, Gager. You brought in the second ref.
And
and you're still missing all these calls.
Well, then that don't get me started on the backside ref calling something in the far corner that he can't even see
in front of the other ref.
Yeah, the other ref's right there. I'm like, what? Oh God!
All right, Koob, let's get the video here, and here it is, Gager. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, I'll pause it right when the puck's loose right there. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
And you're telling me the ref can't see that? He's staring right into the net.
Yeah, no, it's...
That's a penalty shot.
Well, he's probably trying to find a penalty somewhere. And he's just I'm surprised the backside ref didn't call that, actually.
No, but the ref here's job is to see if the puck crosses the line.
Yeah.
How do you miss that?
He's not doing his job. Basically, he's looking all over for something else.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hand over the puck. That's a penalty shot every time.
Can you put an arrow on that, Hernan? I like the illustrator there. Just
what do you want?
Just a little arrow. Right there, baby. It's right there, right under that glove.
It's right under that glove. That's a penalty shot every single time.
And
the only reason they don't do it is because it was a damn 2-1 game late in an important playoff game. Yeah. That's the only reason.
That's the only reason. Because they didn't want that call to influence the game, which is completely ridiculous. Right there, like, and he's hiding. Oh God!
Here, let's run it again because let's look at where the ref is here on this shot.
Here,
like he's still not in the picture, but right here, he's right there.
He's right
I
there.
mean, like, come on.
What's he doing? What are we doing here?
Like, look.
Yeah.
Excuse me. All right, Koob, we can get back to our shot here. That's just terrible, man.
It's terrible. Terrible. I mean, not that the Oilers score on it or whatever, but.
Talk that says, okay, now draw eyes. Sky's the limit now that we can draw on these videos. Thank you to the brilliant mind of Mr. Matthew Wanick.
It's great.
Yeah, so.
Like a young Howie Meeker. A Chilean Howie Meeker I got.
A Chilean.
Stop it right there.
Stop it right there. Let's, you want to look at the winning goal here, Joaquin?
Yeah, let's see it.
Okay. Hold on. Let's get Koob to get the video going. Here we go. So the Oilers get a bit of a break on the Wallman pass, and that's why the series is shifting. Right here. Like turns into a 3-on-2. Great shot by Arvidsson. Boom.
But
rebound.
If you can see Arvidsson takes a little off of it.
Yeah. He just wants to put it on that side.
Putting on that side, right? Puts it up in the air, blocker side. Usually for a goaltender, it's a lot easier to control on that side, where you want to put the rebound. You're just kind of used to it. But you watch, he just doesn't follow through completely on his shot, just kind of puts it there. Boom. Yeah. And he knows he's got people going to the net. I love these types of plays. You're creating chaos.
Yeah.
Right? Not a great job by Kemper to put where he put the rebound too. But watch this. Just a little boop. Just a little chip just coming onto the green.
Because he knows Pods and Yamark are going to the net.
Both going there. And I think this was a conscious effort because it looked like Kemper had two blockers on for most of the game. Like everything to his glove was just popping in and out. He was laying stuff out there.
Unreal that his glove hand keeps dropping the puck.
Well,
or you're the goalie. Sorry,
I don't know because he's not closing it either, right? And a lot of times Cujo wouldn't close his glove either. He had amazing dexterity with his hands. It was crazy how good he was. But a lot of times Cujo would have it open. It would hit it so he could play it real quick. So I saw Kemper do it a couple times that way, but there are other times where he should be grabbing that and the play should be dead. But I don't know. Go for the net for rebounds on this guy because they're bouncing off him.
Northside Sandwich says, okay, if it was a penalty shot and the Oilers don't score, do you think it would have actually helped the Kings build momentum?
Hey, there's something there too. That's that same thing went through. But wouldn't you rather have that chance? You know?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Max Bezuzu, Gager, is this an equipment issue or a skill issue with Kemper's glove hand?
Maybe he just didn't play baseball as a kid. I don't know. No, equipment. I doubt it is. He's been in the league a long time to refine how he wants his stuff. Guys like him probably have a lot of rapport back and forth with the manufacturer, how exactly he wants his gloves designed or how deep the pocket within the limits he can have. So it's customized for him, how he likes. So it just seems like he's not catching the puck.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Kelvin says, I'm with Hernan. LFG. Gager sounds like the dad trying to calm down the kids.
I am the dad trying to I'm the oldest guy here. What do you think my job is here?
Oh, boy. Yeah, because even Jack and Louis alluded to it a bunch of times that he kept dropping the puck.
And I don't know, like I saw him do it once and it was kind of, he gave it to Doughty and Doughty kept going with it. So I was like, okay, is he trying to keep the play moving here or something? But no, there was a couple hot shots too that hit on the like sometimes, obviously you try to catch it in the webbing of the glove, right? But it doesn't always hit there. It's just sometimes it hits you in the palm part of the hand and it just bounces completely out of there. So
I'm going to ask it.
All right.
And I'm just trying to get people riled up. Is this the last we've seen of Stuart Skinner?
Oh, Jesus. Why?
I'm kidding. Don't answer.
Can
I'm
we-
just kidding.
Whenever the series is over,
Do you want
we
me to
can-
mute his mic?
Jeez,
Me and you can do the show.
Yeah, let's. Can you change seats?
I love Pickard, man. He's such a beauty. Like, they asked him on the TNT broadcast. He's like, I just giggle when I hear the harmonicas. That's what he.
Oh, how do you
love
not?
it.
How do you not? My so yesterday, my wife left the lights on the car, so I had to go back to the dance competition to give her a jump. Hey, no, just get her car going. And it was coming back, and I stopped in to see Tommy at Hudson's there. But the Oilers were good. Oilers were really good.
They were excellent. And the Oilers smell blood. Joaquin, that's why I think tomorrow they're not going to let the foot off the gas. They're just going to go at it. And
I think both teams, you're going to see the best of both teams. They're going to have to. And look, you have the experience of guys on the LA Kings side that have been through these types of things before.
Mhm.
All right. There's a lot for those younger guys to draw on. I mean, Warren Fogle went through some wars here. They got a lot of experience over there. Right?
yeah, they do.
So Kemper's won a cup. Like you can't say that they're just going to lay down here.
He was outstanding last night. He was really good.
He was really good.
Yeah.
But it's weird to say, but the Oilers allowed him to be good. I want to say, and the Kings did too. They allowed a lot of shots for him to get. He saw a lot of them until certain points. I'm not taking anything away from him, but I mean, Bouchard, that one save, great glove save, and the way that Kemper came across was picture perfect. But I mean, if Bouchard kind of does his little hitch and can rip it back the other way or go 5-hole, it is what. Yeah, great save. I shouldn't be talking.
Okay, listen. And LA had two 2-on-1s. They had a breakaway that Pickard just got enough of to make it go to the side. They had their looks as good as the Oilers were, right? Like they did. There was one on the power play where they went to that backdoor pass, and again the Oilers rushed it. If Kuzmenko gets that, it's probably
It kind of wasn't. It looked like he wasn't even expecting it.
No, he wasn't ready for it. Like he was not ready for that.
And they did a really good job of not allowing the puck get all the way to the net. That was the first time. Like Kane, unreal block. Nuge got in the way. It's not only like when you come out in the shooting lane, especially when you go out against a guy like Doughty. Last thing he wants is his shot to be blocked, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to make a subtle adjustment. But if you come out in that lane and take it away, like it looked like even at the end of the game, that old, and even on the PK, it was remnants of last year, the way that they were working. They were quick, anticipation, right? First two games in LA on that PK, it was like looking and watching.
Yeah.
They weren't anticipating plays, and now you had a little bit more of that. Hopefully that has to continue because that LA power play is still really good.
Still really good. That top line for LA has gone cold as well. I think they're all minuses right now. Hey, 111 thumbs up. Let's get to 200. We're not even an hour in yet. 234 watching. If half of that hits the thumbs up, we'll be over 200. We'll get to all your messages on the River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999. A lot of people not happy with that non-call on Byfield. Hit us up on the Nasty Chat portion of this hour, brought to you by the Canadian Brew House. Make beer cheap again at the CBH. Molson Canadian Steins for just $4.50. 25% off Monday to Friday, open till 7 p.m. Round up your crew and stop by the Canadian Brew House. Up next, Hernan's World. We're going to have some fun. It's going to be kind of Oiler related as well. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons. Here's Koob, Sports Update.
A trio of Game 5s around the NHL. Washington hosts Montreal. The Habs on the brink of elimination. They're without Patrick Laine tonight, naming Jakub Kubusch the starter. After that, the Bolts hope to stay alive, down 3-1 to the Panthers as St. Louis battles Winnipeg, with that series now a best of 3. And the PWHL has announced another expansion team, with Seattle being granted a franchise for next season. Meanwhile, WHL playoff action has Medicine Hat eyeing a sweep against Lethbridge in the Eastern Conference final, while Spokane meets Portland in Game 3 of the Western Conference Series. Winterhawks trailing 2-0. On the court, the Lakers fight for their playoff lives as they're down 3-1 to the T-Wolves, while the Warriors tip off with the Rockets as Golden State has a chance to take the series in 5. In baseball, sees a full slate on tap. The Jays rematch the Red Sox after falling 10-2 last night. First pitch goes just after 5. Right now, 3 games are underway, seeing the Dodgers leading the Marlins 1-0 in the top of the 3rd inning. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, and whether it's a one-time donation or a monthly contribution, every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at the Capital Care Foundation.net. Hernan's World brings us back from the brief intermission. I'm Zachary Kubusch, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
For the first 4 games, I think LA carried the series. But yesterday, that was like completely flipped upside down. One, the Kings looked tired. When you're rolling 9 forwards and 4 or 5 defensemen, that plays a part for sure. And then the Oilers, they consistently are getting better and better and better. And now they're starting to get a little chemistry on these lines, and they look a little good.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
My mother used to let us not lock the doors. She's like, if you're locking the doors inside of the house, it means you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Yeah, that's why we lock the doors.
Host of the Bad Friends and Whiskey Ginger podcast, don't miss Andrew Santino, Freeze Peach, live at the River Cree May 22nd.
Michael, what are you doing? We have locks on the outside of the house to keep criminals from coming inside. There's no criminals inside of this house. Yes, there are, Karen.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. Excitement, bet on it.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc, we're the experts you need to know.
.145, welcome back to EST Afternoons here from the William Huff Studios. Our good buddy Bruce, check them out. They're the best. Probably the great vibes in Edmonton with the Oilers up 3-2 in the series. But again, a windy, cloudy day, but it's gonna take a turn.
What do you mean?
It's gonna take a turn, this weather.
I thought you were talking about the Oilers. Jeez.
No, Oilers are set. Vegas, Minnesota, who do you prefer? I mean, I prefer Minnesota because of the time for games.
I would like to see Vegas. Vegas is fun to watch. Minnesota's great too. Boldy, go see 97 against 97.
Oh, you said Boldy?
Yeah,
he's turning into a player. Eh? Did you see that goal he scored yesterday?
Yeah.
And of course, Vegas goes up 3-2 with an OT win. Brett Howden with the winner. The Leafs, 4-0 loss. They'll head back to Ottawa for Game 6. Can Ottawa push it to a 7? And then you got to feel bad for the Devils, up 3-0.
Yeah,
losing double OT. Markstrom was not happy. Broke his stick multiple times. Mother Seducer says, Kemper got his glove from Koskinen. Ooh.
No, he stops it. It doesn't just go in the net. It
just doesn't go through.
Yeah.
It just doesn't go through. All right, it's time to get to Hernan's World. Obviously, not obviously, always brought to you by the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. Early bird golf memberships are now on sale with discounts for seniors and first responders, plus special rates for Sturgeon County residents. Enjoy GPS cards and awesome driving range deals. Inside, kick back and enjoy a pint or a pound of wings in their full bar and restaurant. For more info, visit egmgolf.com.
Viva la raza! Latino Heat.
Okay, we're having a lot of fun here since the Oilers went to La Bamba as their win song, right? And then remember St. Louis had Gloria. Was that the song? Yeah, that was a great song.
Gloria.
So I want from you guys a couple of songs each. What would be your song if you ran an NHL team? What would you pick as your victory song? And we want you to chime in as well on the Nats chat. River Korean box 780-218-9999.
The first one, I think it's great. You want the crowd to get into it too. My first one is obviously the old Gary Glitter, Rock and Roll.
Can you sing it a bit?
No.
We're doing karaoke now?
Mine are all hip hop because I'm a hip hop guy. I know they would never pick a hip hop song. But there's a lot of classics out
You don't
there.
think so in like LA?
Maybe LA.
Or even New York?
Here in Edmonton, no chance, man.
Yeah. No, not here. It's country or rock or metal.
Imagine if have you seen that movie with Keanu Reeves when he runs a baseball team, Little League?
Yeah, what's that called?
Sam?
No.
In the pictures, every time he gets ready, he listens to, I love it when you call me Big Papa.
Yeah.
Throw your hands in the air. He's a true player.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Everyone's just clapping, grooving.
But a lot of teams have used that, though.
I know, but at the end of the game, there's that's my first one.
Okay. Koob.
Well, my first one, I'm going to take an Oilers approach on this one. Of course, they play Metallica for their intro song. Enter Sandman has been there for quite a handful of years now. But if the Oilers are able to take the Kings now in 6, especially being at home, the song King Nothing by Metallica.
Oh.
Where's your crown, King Nothing?
Oh, okay.
And they dethrone the Kings. That would be a pretty good one for those who know Metallica. That one's a certified banger.
I got to play this one because this one's a great one from John Carlo. Just give me a sec here. I just got to let the stupid ad run here.
We're very prepped, as you guys can tell. Yeah.
Come on. Some Rick Ashley after every game. Never going to give you up. Never going to let you down.
We're having too much fun on this show.
No, you can't. You know how many beers you have to consume to get that driving?
You see all the scraps from last night? Holy crap.
That was a lot.
Yeah. Too many you youngins fighting out there. Stop it. But I like that one from John Carlo. I had Nelly. It's getting hot in here, but they probably won't play that one because of the kiddos.
You're trying to look for audience participation, right? That's the one that you want.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Tell them bring another round. We need plenty more. Two stepping on the table. She don't need a dance floor.
Oh my. Oh Lord.
No, I don't like that one.
Everyone's going to be singing that one.
Especially in Alberta.
After a win?
No.
I like that one.
How about this one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
La mano arriba. If that doesn't get you going, I don't think it went well. And it's just like La Bamba. Like, no one knows what they're saying, but you just say Danza Kuduro, man. I don't even know what that means. Because it's Brazilian.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know what it means either, but I'd sing along.
Cool.
Just like La Bamba. Another one, I guess, well, I took a little bit of a different perspective. Like you came to me and you said, if you were in control of a franchise, what what song would you play? Say for the Stars, right? Cowboys from Hell is a song from Pantera. It's just a heavy rocking song, but not much fan participation. One that would maybe get a couple people singing along is It Was a Good Day by Ice Cube.
Oh,
that's his best
like
song by far. And I don't know. I mean, I don't think the LA Kings are going to win this series, but it would be a good day for them.
What's that Pantera song that goes?
That's Walk.
Oh, that song is dope. Sorry,
Symphony of Destruction. Is that Pantera?
That's Megadeth.
That's Megadeth?
Yeah.
That's what we used to come out to in junior.
Really? That's a good song.
Or some Rammstein.
Take some more.
Oh.
Yeah,
Rammstein. Du hast.
I just would
You
love
have not.
Like, I love that they went with La Bamba. I truly do. Like, Gloria was great, man. Because everybody can sing along to it, right?
Yeah. Well, La Bamba's great. Like, I don't think you change anything after a win.
No.
Like, it resonates with the organization. We're not saying that you cheat, but this is changing Edmonton's because I think it's La Bamba for life. But if you were starting a new franchise, like there's certain places. I mean, it's always the same now. But what is it? The 10-minute mark of the third period, they play the song and everyone starts singing it like an old Bon Jovi song or something like that or whatever.
That's kind of overdone. Like I want every city to have their own song.
Yeah, I know.
Because the Bon Jovi's overdone.
Well, I mean, New Jersey should have Bon Jovi. It should be like.
Or isn't the boss from New Jersey? Bruce.
Yeah, but so's Bon Jovi.
Okay. So who? Like Canadian.
I mean, you can't.
The Hip.
When I hear the Hip, I don't know why, but I feel like they're more Toronto Maple Leafs. I don't know why. I mean, they're everybody, but
Whale and the Wolf.
Ooh, the Whale and the Wolf.
Ooh.
Yeah, Sharp Knife. That's a banger. Or the Sheepdogs. Anything from them?
VR says I would choose Mr. B's Ballroom by Devo, Sensi 5 Sensi, Hollaback Girl, Barry the Cheater, Dance of Kuduro. Hey, great minds think alike.
Blitzkrieg Bop. Blitzkrieg.
What's it? That is the group called Some Nights. They sing Tonight We Are Young. I think that would be good at the 10-minute mark. Like,
yeah,
Les
says Cool and the Gang Celebration.
Like this. 20,000 people singing this.
Oh yeah. Everybody just singing.
By fun?
Everyone kind of lit. Yeah, I could see that.
Proud Mary, but Tina Turner's from Big Uke. Ooh. CK says Nickelback. I mean, Push It from Salt and Pepper. That's a classic.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Don't Stop Believing. But I feel like those have been... I get always going back to the old stuff because it's obviously it's classic.
Yeah.
But like, just once I'd like something new.
They Not Like Us. Kendrick Lamar.
Ooh.
But not everyone's going to get that. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about right now. I guess I could pick it up.
Well, the chorus is pretty simple. They Not Like Us.
Swagger Like Us.
I guess it's in the...
T.I. from AB. Pump Up the Jam by Technotronic. Oh, that's from Zachary. I like that one. There's so many ways you can go with a winning song for your team.
Yeah, no, and what was I playing earlier? LMAFO. Can't go wrong with one of
No,
those.
because like you want
Party rock.
Party, and that's everyone had a Wii when it first started and did those dances. Like, they're great.
Liquid Beaver on the River Korean box says Katrina and the Waves, Walking on Sunshine. Dudley says Karma Chameleon, Culture Club. Come on, chameleon. Let's see here. What else do we got? Nobody sings the lyrics to Gloria better than Brett Hall.
Oh, man.
I wish the goal song had more stuff for crowd to chant to, like the Blues, how they count the goals too. That's a good point.
Yeah, I hate that. Partly because I played against the Blues and heard that a lot.
Smokey the Bear says, when I played novice minor hockey in Redwater, we would walk out to Burn It to the Ground by Nickelback. So probably that for my win song. That's not a bad one, actually. Keep those coming into the River Cree box, 780-218-9999. And on the Nasty Chat, we got a ton. M&M's never bad.
No.
Right? You probably have to censor, get the clean versions. Beastie Boys, you got to fight. You got to fight for your right to party. What else do we got? Penner's Pancakes, No Easy Way Out, Robert Tepper. Spency 5 Sensi, Alexis on Fire. This could be anywhere in the world. Alexis on Fire is pretty hardcore, eh? Am I wrong, Koob, on Alexis on Fire? That's the lead singer that just screams. Am I?
I don't know too much about them, but I mean, if it was super heavy rocking, I'd probably be listening to it. I feel like they got a couple songs
he's like
that kind of
skinny
mix
dude,
and match,
but he just screams and like goes crazy on the set. Like he's a good front man.
Oh, definitely heavy rock then.
Party of the Time, Eddie Murphy. I mean, that'd be that's on the Nielsen show. If they did that, that would be freaking amazing. How many people out there do you think know Eddie Murphy made that song?
Only people of our vintage, I think.
Yeah, and if you listen to the morning show here, Nielsen and Eric were playing that tonight as well. Welcome to the Jungle. Welcome to Rogers Place. That's a classic too. That's a classic.
I mean, The Doors, Break On Through.
Oh,
you know, if you want to go like old kind of rock, like TNT, AC/DC, everyone knows that. Oi, oi, yeah, like something like everyone's throwing up the.
And to be clear, we're not trying to change the Oilers one because La Bamba's awesome.
No.
And it's for everybody's buddy Joey Moss, and it's a classic song, and it gets.
This is
everybody
when we
happy.
get an expansion team.
This is for the new teams that are coming in when Gary Bettman brings in 2 more teams and waters down the league. Keep those coming in. It's a great conversation. What would be your song for your team when they win? We have La Bamba. We have Gloria. I don't know any other teams, to be honest with you.
Well, the Killers, they play that.
Who's the Killers for?
I think Avs play Killers, don't they? And what's the... Oh, shoot. The 3 guys in the band. One of them's married to a Kardashian.
Oh, yeah.
The drummer.
The drummer dude.
What are they called?
Not Sum 41.
No.
I know you're the 3 guys.
Yeah.
They were here last year. I can't think
They're
of it.
great.
Oh, they're awesome.
Those are banger songs.
Oh, and didn't the Canucks play the song from the Breakfast Club?
Well, they did too.
Yeah, that's a good one, man. I don't know if it was for their goals or when they won the game.
What do the Leafs play for their goals now? They got rid of Hall & Oates.
Yeah. Blink 182.
Yeah, Blink 182.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. But I think the Canucks nailed it too with the Breakfast Club song.
That's pretty good.
That's an absolute classic. All right. Keep the thumbs up coming. We're at 132. We want to get to 200. Keep sending us the messages for which song would you want to be your win song for your team in honor of La Bamba. An hour 2, hopefully Farhan Lalji at 2:20. We'll continue to talk Oilers and go around the NHL playoffs and other sports stories. Go Elks had their draft yesterday. We'll recap what they did as well. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons on Edmonton Sports Talk. We're back after the break.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Celebrate your birthday at the Banquet Bar. Enjoy great drinks, amazing vibes, and unforgettable memories. Download the Banquet app and get a free pizza pie on your birthday. Book your party today at thebanquetbar.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
First round playoff action continues from Winnipeg. The Jets take on the Blues, tied at 2 entering Game 5. The Canadians challenge the Capitals, fighting to stay alive, down 3. Jakub Dobiš taking the crease for the Habs. Meanwhile, the defending champions in Florida can punch their ticket to the second round in Game 5 against the Lightning. And another expansion team is coming to the PWHL for next season. Seattle has been granted the 8th franchise in league history. In the WHL, there's a couple conference matchups. The Tigers hold the Hurricanes 3-0, looking for the sweep, while the Chiefs hold the Winterhawks 2-0. And basketball has 2 games tonight. The Lakers trail 3-1 to the Timberwolves, while Golden State can take Houston in 5 games. The Warriors and Rockets kick things off at 5:30. Baseball has tons of action. Toronto rematches Boston after dropping a 10-2 decision last night. That one goes just after 5. Well, there's 3 games underway right now. The Astros are down 7-3 to the Tigers in the 6th, while the Rockies hold the Braves 2-1 midway through the 4th inning. I'm Zachary Kubusch. That was your sports update. The second hour of EST Afternoon starts right now.
Welcome back to Hour 2 here on EST Afternoon. It's fun. Hour 1, recapping the Oilers' dominating win in Game 5. There's a little bit of a performance there. I won't spoil it. Hernan's rolled as we're having some fun with what would be your team's win song if you owned the team, in honor of Gloria and La Bamba and Breakfast Club song down there in Vancouver. Hey, hit us up on the Nasty Chat. Slam that thumbs up. We're only 60 away from 200. We should get there in about an hour. And subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you're listening online, we appreciate it. It's iHeart, TuneIn Radio apps, EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Just come on over and slam that thumbs up for us. Subscribe.
And subscribe.
11.8. We want to get to 12 here, as the Oilers have a chance to close it out tomorrow night here.
And subscribe to the podcast. That's what helps too.
Yes. Please. On Apple, Spotify. Just hit the follow button, and that would be great. Farhan Lalji, hopefully at 2:20. He was traveling back home, but he said if he lands in time, he will join us. It would be great to catch up with him after Rick Tocchet declined to remain as coach as the Vancouver Canucks. Talk about that mess, talk about NHL playoffs and the CFL draft. He was hosting yesterday on the panel. Great job, as always, by Farhan. Hopefully we can get him on here as well. River Korean Bucks, 780-218-9999.
Do you have this like stock screensaver on your phone?
The what? No.
Touch your phone.
No.
What is that?
I don't know. It's just a design Apple.
Yeah, it's the stock one. You don't put like a picture on there?
I did, and it just, sometimes my phone just auto like changes it, so I got to go back to my pictures. So modular mics.
The GF on there?
I did. We had both of us. Well, I had both of us.
What happened?
Like I said, it just changed automatically.
You guys fight last night?
No.
Is there something wrong you want to talk about?
Oh, God, no. We're great.
All right.
We're great.
I know when I'm mad at my wife, I change her ringtone to Darth Vader, like the Empire coming in.
Yeah.
And then it's bad because she phones me. Or if I say, "Where's my phone?"
Yeah.
She phones it, and then it's Darth Vader, and she gets all mad. I go, "Ooh, I got to change that back."
Hernan's Roll was brought to you by the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. Modular Mike on the River Korean box says, "I'd play All I Do Is Win, 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 no matter what."
Oh, that's a good one.
Juan says, crush him by Megadeth. Gold medal. Mark says, Alexa's on fire is heavy. Dallas Green, a.k.a. City in Colors, Alexa's on fire. I have no idea what any of that meant, but I think I've seen them, not live, but I've seen like them do shows, and the guy's he's a pretty good frontman.
Really?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's him. This one says, Koob, you like metal? Check out the best of the best of the best by Striker. You'll love it. That's from Timber Woodsman. Koob is not even in here right now. He's out there talking. Shocking. Turn the page from Metallica when the Oilers win a series. That's from Rusty Shackelford. Let's see here. Dave the Welder. Best playoffs I ever had was that year playing goal. We would listen to do Hast over and over again when I got into the net and would sing Stompin' Tom. But the spot over and over again in my head to keep myself level. Just one steady beat all game in playoffs. Stupid, but it worked.
The Rammstein, they were like when I played in Germany, they were quite popular at the time. They had some funky videos, man. Wow, their videos were crazy. It was almost like it was like Trent Reznor, but not as like stop motion kind of stuff, but they were good.
I like this one from Bonnie Duran, Bamboleo by the Gypsy King. Have you ever heard that one? Bamboleo.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Afternoon,
gents. You guys may not have heard this one, but Working Classman by Jimmy Barnes, Cold Chisel, Gage, you might have heard of them. You guys might have to listen to it off there before you critique it. Yeah, okay. I'll listen to that one for sure. This one, Last Saskatchewan Pirate by Captain Tractor. No name on that one. It's a lot of good ones. A lot of songs I've never heard of, but do you know the song Party All the Time was made in response to a $100,000 bet made by Eddie Murphy and actor-comedian Richard Pryor?
Really?
They were wagering on whether Murphy had singing talent or not, and if Murphy would be able to do a hit song. I wonder if, I'm not doubting Dudley, but I've never heard that till today. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
I mean, Eddie Murphy's talented.
I wish he would go. There was. Do you ever watch comedians in cars getting coffee with Seinfeld?
Sometimes.
The one with Eddie Murphy
is good.
Yeah.
He was so good at the SNL 50th anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
He imitated Tracy Moore.
And yeah, it's perfect.
I eat 4 cheese lasagna. Oh, man. Big Uke probably hit it on the head here. Conga by Gloria Estefan was our win song in midget hockey. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one. Hey, I was going to call you Cass for some. Weird.
Why?
I don't know, man. Hey, okay, how are you feeling about the Winnipeg Jets tonight?
Are they playing tonight?
Oh, yeah. It's a late one in the Peg. It's 8:30 start.
Really?
Man. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. The sea of white on the street in Winnipeg, or whatever they call that silly.
The Whiteout Street Party.
Oh.
Because Huss is our boy. We have a lot of people that listen and watch our show, and we appreciate it. We love the Winnipeggers. Great city. Do you think they're a little nervous heading into this one tonight?
Yeah.
No. They get Velarde back.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got to take care of business, man.
Hellebuck's the X factor tonight?
Look, I think it's a whole team game, right? The games, like the 3 and 4 games in St. Louis, the Jets weren't the same. They didn't look. They looked off.
It's weird.
It was really weird. Yeah. And if I look at the Edmonton Oilers series against the LA Kings, the big thing that we were talking about going in was the play of Darcy Kemper. We saw what Darcy Kemper is capable of. Oilers still managed to win that game last night, right?
Yeah.
But if it's hand in hand. Not many times can a goalie win a game by themselves without any run support. They have to play a better game in front of Hellebuck, I think, tonight. They can't just rely on him making all these saves. It has to be a team effort.
It's weird though, because to me, Josh Morrissey's a stud.
Oh yeah, he's the greatest equalizer on the national stage. I think when Canada plays US, because not that I still give the edge to Makar, but you have Quinn on the other side.
Yeah.
But then you have Morrissey. Too. He's unbelievable.
It's going to be interesting, man. I can't wait to watch that game tonight. I think that barn's going to be rocking.
Oh.
But they can't get too high, right? And we always talk about the Leafs core. They always get blamed for everything, the 4. This is a big series for the Jets core, too. Scheifele, Morrissey, Hellebuck.
This is one of
Kyle
those.
Connor.
I think for those people that you just mentioned, this is one of their moments where how they solidify themselves as playoff performers.
Yeah.
Right? There's these moments that come along. Yeah, the first 2 games, they look good. St. Louis wasn't great. I hope you see a game again where you see both teams at their best. And I want to see Scheifele dominate. I'd like to see him have a game.
Of course, yeah.
Solidify himself as a playoff performer, because I've watched him for years now and seeing the brilliance of his play at times, and I just want to see the best. I don't know why. I like him as a player. He brings everything. Skill. He's hard nosed. His teammates, you can see how much they admire him.
Yeah.
It's about time that he establishes himself.
Winnipeg's an easy team to cheer for.
Easy.
They are. That's a good group there. Unless they play the Oilers, obviously it's going to be WST versus EST.
And look,
I'll fight Matt Hyman.
Oh yeah, but look, they went through turmoil.
Yeah.
Who wants to go to Winnipeg? The fact I really have a ton of respect for Connor Hellebuck and Scheifele that they stayed. They want to be a centerpiece of that team. I think there's something to that, man.
Is this their biggest game in a while?
Because
I think Huss said it. There's like a percentage that the team that wins Game 5 usually goes on.
Yeah, it's like 78%.
Yeah.
So
in saying that, the Oilers are in a good spot. If the Jets win tonight, they're in a really good spot, right? With the Oilers are in a better spot because they're coming home.
Yeah.
The Jets can take the lead, then they got to go to St. Louis
and get I mean, there's pressure everywhere you look. Well, I don't think if you're the Kings, right? You lose. No, it's weird because we have that extra game if we needed or whatever. But I don't think hockey players really look at that. They're focused solely on let's end this thing and move on to the next.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Shaq Hyman made an appearance on the TNT broadcast, and he's kind of turned the series. And quickly to the NBA, man, I'm getting Gage. I don't know how much you watch or just highlights, but again yesterday, a big scrum after the Indiana bug. I'm so sick of these guys. And Charles Barkley said it too. No one's gonna fight, so stop acting like you're gonna fight. And then you have Halliburton's dad.
What is that?
Yeah, and then Shaq's defending it it's part of the gig. No, it's not. No one should come on the floor and talk smack to you. Because if Giannis smacks him, who gets in trouble?
Well,
Giannis.
No, his dad, because Giannis smacked him. That's who's in trouble.
I'm just so sick of this fake tough guy thing.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing getting out on the floor? What are you going to go fight Giannis?
Why? Because he's chirping your kid? Your kid's a big boy. He just scored the winning bucket. What are you defending him for?
I don't get it, man. I don't.
Everybody comes together, and then all they do is talk, and no one at least Charles Barkley can talk because he would throw a punch in his. He didn't care.
Well, and people were scared too.
Yeah. Well, you think you do that to the Pistons without getting one in the mouth from Lambeer?
Oh, you wouldn't do that to Lambeer.
Yeah. The 90s Knicks, John Starks Charles Oakley, those guys would punch you in the face, man.
Yeah.
Now it's all these fake tough guys that trying to fight. And listen, the only guy right now that would fight is Draymond Green because he's done it.
Well, yeah, even then. But I don't know whose dad was it again?
It was Halliburton.
What are you?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? That's ridiculous. That's me. That's thinking about me. It was gross.
Go on Twitter and look it up, NBA on TNT, and him and Charles, no one was agreeing with Shaq because Shaq was saying that's normal and you have to deal with it. And Charles was like, no, you don't. He's a fan.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, but fans chirp us all the time. He goes, yeah, but to go on the court and confront you, it's not the norm.
No.
Fans are going to chirp you in the NBA because they're so damn close to you, right?
Yeah. I mean, whatever, but that I don't know what you're doing. Like, what are you doing?
It's just getting annoying with all these guys, man. Like Halliburton's really, like, he's a hell of a player, but he's really annoyed me these playoffs because it's kind of like, bro, you're not going to fight anyone. Stop it. Gage, I want to show you one play that's driving Maple Leafs fans crazy. This is the 2-0 goal yesterday. Just want you to look at all the errors in the effort coming back. This is shorthanded that put the dagger in the Toronto Maple Leafs, if we can run it now. So Matthews, bad pass on the power play. Look at Nylander. Like, that's just, let's run it again. Bad pass by Matthews. Terrible pass. Nylander gives up at the blue line. Boom, that's the dagger.
And it's not like Nylander moved a lot around on the power play, too. There's probably a little bit extra in the tank.
Yeah, Koob, we can get off this.
Is that the play that Leaf fans are going nuts over?
Oh, people were losing their minds yesterday.
I mean, it happens. I mean, we're not immune to that type of stuff. Nylander, I like the way he plays. But again, that it rears its ugly head in Toronto, losing the game, seeing that type of effort on the other side of the puck. That's when all the headlines and the questions start being posed to a lot of the stars on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Hey, are you guys good enough? Or you guys want this enough? Right? Like,
yeah.
So, they got to take care of business.
They got 2 chances.
Yeah, but they can't look at it that way.
No, I know. They got to go in there and win in Ottawa. And I thought Noodles made a great point. Like, we forget that a lot of these games have gone to overtime. It could have gone either way.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
right?
Yeah.
Like,
no, the Senators could easily be up in this series.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Travis
if it
says,
wasn't for just subtle little, brain farts.
Travis says, I was a bit worried that I might suffer from karma for thoroughly enjoying that Leafs loss last. No, that stuff don't worry about that. Everybody enjoyed
Oh,
that.
yeah, that doesn't. You can enjoy yourself to death on those things.
Oh, boy. Yes,
as long as you
can.
eat the same thing, wear the same underwear, all your process for Oilers games, you'll be fine.
Our buddy YouTube Trev looked tired today. He's enjoying this. He's loving it.
Oh, yeah, because he's not on the post game.
Yeah. He's just a fan now.
Yeah.
He can enjoy it, have a few cervezas.
He looked tired yesterday.
He did. The afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Hey, you want to go check out La Bamba live? Los Lobos, May 15th. And if you want to switch it up, Bump and Grind with Drew Hill and Genuine on May 16th.
Are you opening for Los Lobos?
I might get the call. Get your tickets at the rivercreeresort.com or at the River Cree box office. We're hoping to connect with Farhan in the next segment. We'll go around the NHL playoffs, talk some Canucks, and obviously hit on the CFL draft that went yesterday. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons. We're almost to 200. Keep slamming that thumbs up. And we'll continue the fun here. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne coming up 3 to 6 here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Here's Koob, Sports Update.
The Canadiens and Capitals open up the night. Montreal starting Jakub Dobiš as they hit the ice without Patrick Laine. After that, Game 5 in the Battle of Florida series goes down. The Cats up 3-1 on the Bolts before the Blues and Jets clash with the series tied at 2. And the Canadiens also find themselves back up against the wall. At the U18 Men's World Championship, Canada battles Czechia in their quarterfinal matchup, Canada having yet to register a loss at the tournament. In WHL action sees Gavin McKenna and his Tigers looking to sweep the Hurricanes, while Spokane holds the Winterhawks 2-0 ahead of Game 3. Elsewhere, two teams are on the brink of elimination in basketball. Houston plays host to Golden State as the Rockets have to find a win to stay alive in Game 5, while LeBron James and his Lakers trail 3-1 to the T-Wolves. In baseball, Toronto and Boston rematch just after 5 o'clock with 5 games underway, including the Dodgers holding the Marlins 4-2 in the bottom of the 4th inning. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc. They're the experts you need to know. Some more NHL talk and some CFL talk brings us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubusch, keeping you in the loop.
Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
My mother used to let us not lock the doors. She's like, if you're locking the doors inside of the house, it means you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Yeah, that's why we lock the doors.
Host of the Bad Friends and Whiskey Ginger podcast, don't miss Andrew Santino, Freeze Peach, live at the River Cree May 22nd.
Michael, what are you doing? We have locks on the outside of the house to keep criminals from coming inside. There's no criminals inside of this house. Yes, there are, Karen.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. Excitement, bet on it.
And there they go to Sentinel Storage. The snowblower and winter gear goes in. They shoot, we store.
Need extra space? Store your winter gear with Sentinel Storage and win extra space at home. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Strike up some fun at the Banquet Bar. Bowling, drinks, and a great time with friends where the good times roll. Whether you're here to bowl or just hang out, the Banquet Bar is your go-to spot. Get real, play hard at the Banquet.
Got some gently used furniture or home goods that need a new home? Find Edmonton is here to help. Every month we furnish over 100 homes to those transitioning out of homelessness, and we need your gently used furniture and home goods. Drop off at 5120 122nd Street or call for free local pickup. Just visit findedmonton.com to learn how your donations can help create a home for someone in need. Plus shop our thrift store, in-store or online, with proceeds benefit those moving out of homelessness through housing supports. Visit us at findedmonton.com. Find Edmonton, supporting our community one home at a time.
It's 2:23. Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Fun show, always fun when we're breaking down an Oilers win, and they got a hold on this lead now. 3-2 coming home tomorrow. Should be a ruckus crowd. And again, if you're at the Moss Pit, stop fighting, please.
It was in the rink, dude. I saw people fighting in the game.
I saw two fights on Twitter at the Moss Pit. Like, stop fighting, guys. Jeez. You look like idiots. Let's just leave it at that. You do.
I wonder what you got to say to someone to fight.
Hey, Hernan, your singing sucks. And then somebody...
Or there's...
that would fire me up.
Yeah.
There's thousands of people there and you get mad because someone bumped into you. Like, that's going to happen in those spaces, man. Like, enough. Enjoy the game, people. Have fun. Dance. Stop fighting, please. Games tonight. Montreal looks to stay alive. They're in Washington. 5 o'clock start for that one. Same with Tampa Bay. They're home to the Florida Panthers. That game goes at 5:30. And the big game of the night, Winnipeg Jets, St. Louis Blues tied at 2. Winnipeg is home. That's a 7:30 start. That's a late one out there in Winnipeg. That's going to be a tough one. Make sure you take a nap, Winnipeggers, because you're going to be up late in that one as well. What was I going to get to here, Gager? Totally lost my... this one. Big Dave. If you want a great song... Look no further than Public Enemy's Bring the Noise. The version with Anthrax. Oh, that's a classic. Big Dave, my first cassette tape ever was Public Enemy.
Really?
Yeah. Man, they were good.
I think mine was Stevie Winwood. No. Leo Sayer? I don't know. My dad bought me a bunch of crap.
You're not a hip hop guy though, eh? Or you don't mind it?
Well, I don't mind it.
Yeah, I got clarification on Alexis on Fire. Alexis on Fire is 2 vocalists, 1 screamer, and Dallas Green as a clean vocals. Very cool mix of really heavy and not heavy. Yeah, okay. I did not know. Like, yeah, okay. That's kind of like System of... No. Koob, do you know System of a Down?
Yeah, but that's one vocalist.
That's one guy, right?
Yeah,
that screams and then has an...
yeah.
Okay, that's
Chop
awesome.
Suey. Yeah.
That's such a good band. I always thought it was two different guys.
No, he's got that range, man.
Man, what
Not as good as you, though.
Thank you.
That's the next song, System of a Down. No,
Chop Suey is so good.
That is.
What's the other one that's I just love how it goes from like slow, kind of like just that nice voice, and then all of a sudden it just picks up and he starts.
Yeah, it's
screaming.
so serene, and then it's like your eardrums are bleeding in a good way, in the best way possible.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good. WST raid in the house. Natalie, Mary Jane, what's going on? How we feeling, Winnipeggers, Hustlerites, WSTers? Are you confident? Are you going to the Whiteout Street Party? I wish I could remember the street. Donahue? No.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
How's your knowledge of the Golden Bears team? Football team.
Not very good.
Okay. Because in the 7th round, looks like the Elks picked up 58th overall Colby Hurlford.
Yes. Yeah, he's played 4 seasons for the Elks president now, Chris Morris. Yeah, we'll see.
In his own backyard. I like that.
Yeah, it's good. I think 5 Bears were selected throughout the league.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
There's quite a few. So it's a good program. There's a lot of talent there for sure. Farhan will join us in about 5-6 minutes. He just landed in I think BC. So he said he can join us shortly here, and we'll get a good vibe from him on the Canucks, the NHL playoffs, and of course the CFL draft.
I mean, he's got some good numbers for his time, and
yeah,
so that's cool.
Canadian talent, you always need it. You always need that Canadian talent as well. Let's see here. Like I mentioned, Farhan is coming up here shortly. Keep slamming that thumbs up. We're at 158. We're getting close to 200. That'd be awesome. We hit 200 on, I think it was Tuesday for game day. We're at 165 now, which is awesome. And Donald Street, not Donahue.
Donald Street
is one of, and then the second. Oh, they have 2 street parties, Gager.
Really?
One on Donald Street and one at the True North Square.
What's going to happen between us and the Winnipeggers? I mean, this is a collision course between the Jets and the Oilers. But then what happens when the summer rolls around and the Bombers and the Elks play? Is this going to tarnish our relationship?
Is it going to tear us apart? And the Bombers have rolled the Elks. I think it's 11 straight over the last 3-4 years. So, I mean, a Jets-Oilers series would be amazing.
I think so.
It would be absolutely amazing. We'd have to tell Matt Hyman. I mean, we still want him to join us, but...
No, we just block him.
Give him a timeout. That would be amazing. I mean, Winnipeg's going to get either Dallas or Colorado. And again, those are great matchups. It's unfortunate one of those teams has to be out in the first round.
Are you surprised that Colorado's down 3-2 to the Stars? Me too. How good are the Stars?
And that just means they're going to get Heiskanen back soon.
You know, that Harley is one of the best kept secrets in the NHL as far as I'm concerned. Big, he's mean, he's fast. He's good. So good. He's on Canada's national team forever now.
Yeah, and it was great. Like Natalie says, I celebrated. It's a Canadian theme. Celebrate each other's success. To get to that point in itself is incredible. That's a good point. Because, listen, last year I was with the Elks and the Vancouver series. But I think with Winnipeg it would be different because there's no really bad blood. I think with Vancouver, the fans were just going at it on X. Oh yeah, it got pretty toxic at times.
Let's face it, it wasn't Vancouver. It was Edmonton against Surrey.
It got pretty bad. But like I said, Winnipeg's easy to cheer for. There's really no bad blood there with the Oilers, right? Like there's been no big fights or injuries or cheap shots or anything like that. They always
not yet.
No, not yet. But they always play good games. They're always good. So let's see if these two teams can meet in the Western Conference Finals.
That'd be cool.
I mean, we're putting the horse before.
We're looking.
Oh, no, wait. Did I say
the
that?
horse before the cart? Yeah.
Yeah, the horse before the cart here.
No,
The cart
before the horse. Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah.
That's why I was like, wait, I'm not saying this, right?
A lot of chuck wagon racers here. There's a reason why we don't go to the Stampede.
Yeah. I've never been.
I mean, no, I've never been either.
Yeah.
My daughter went last year or the year before. Yeah.
Because one series is 2-2, one series is 3-2. So let's not plan the Western Conference Finals just yet. Even though I'm pretty confident both teams are going to get through. I am, man. I know you think it's bad juju to say it.
It is. Well, I don't think it's bad. You can be hopeful, but you're the way you convey your feelings. It's with so much confidence and not a lot to back it up. I'm just trying to temper your enthusiasm sometimes.
Rack says, wow, we're dealing with these pain in the ass Blues. Yeah, they are paid to play, man.
Yeah,
they are.
Is Holloway done?
No, I think if they get to the second round, he'll be ready or closer to that.
What's wrong? Lower body? They say. I
think it was lower body. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man.
Hey, he's always shown that he gets injured.
Yeah.
So
in his short NHL career, he's been injury prone.
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe that went into the decisions for the Oilers as well, right?
Well, in fairness, yes, good point. With the Oilers, he got that wrist injury and then it didn't heal properly, and that set him back, right?
If you look back at his interview and he's talking about it, he can't do push-ups like normal push-ups because he can't bend his wrist.
Oh wow!
And it's so bad that it's a good thing that it's his top hand because you don't need a lot of mobility. It's fine. It's the bottom hand that you have to move your wrist around a little bit more. So,
Koob, let's try Farhan if we can, please, and thank you. This comes down for me tonight is Hellebuck.
Have a game.
Yeah. He's the best goalie throughout the season. I thought he was good in the first two games. Obviously struggled in the last two. He said yesterday he was going to be better, and this guy's legit, right? Like, we're not talking about a one-off. This guy's been good throughout his career, but I think it comes down to the goaltending in this series. Who's going to outperform who? It's a Four Nations final rematch, Bennington versus Hellebuck. And
did you give the edge in goaltending to the Winnipeg Jets before this started?
I did.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think they're better defensively. They're the top team defensively, right?
Just goaltending, though. Just goaltending.
Yeah, I gave it to Hellebuck.
Okay.
I gave it to Hellebuck. Even though it was close, it wasn't like a landslide, right? Like,
no, it's closer than you think, right? I mean, you put them both on the equal footing with both teams, and I think there's something to Bennington beating him.
But I also think Velarde is a big addition.
That's a big ad.
Yeah.
That's a really big ad.
So it's funny because after that Game 4 loss, people were complaining about Hellebuck. I was like, man, we take Hellebuck. I mean, Pickard's been good.
Yeah,
he's done enough.
He does just enough.
Sobe Kirk says Jets Oilers is happening. I'm calling it here. Look at that.
Wow.
He's not even waiting for these series to be over.
At least the times would be good.
6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Hernan can get home at a reasonable time, not after 1.
Why not just throw it down at like 4?
Start at 5.
Yeah.
Because 5 here is 6 in the good old peg.
And then everyone just gets off of work early.
Okay, we're going to go to Farhan Lalji from TSN as he joins us now. He did the CFL draft show yesterday. Was excellent on that. We'll talk some Canucks, some NHL playoffs. Farhan, can you hear us?
I don't know if I'm in a bad cellar or not, but you're breaking up again.
You sound good to us here. Are we breaking up on your side?
It could be. But let's keep going here. I think I can hear you now.
Okay, perfect. Let's start with the CFL draft, Farhan. Great job hosting the show yesterday. When we look at the draft, of course, the first overall pick was Damian Alford to the Calgary Stampeders. What did you make of the first round? Who do you think what do you make of Damian Alford, and what did you think of the first round picks?
Yeah, Damian Alford is a big-bodied receiver with really good speed, right? And I think that was kind of one of the things that really stood out. And he's had a different career because he went to Syracuse and was really productive at Syracuse and finished his time there as a captain in his final year there. And then decided to transfer to Utah thinking it was, going to be a better situation for him to showcase himself, but it actually went in the opposite direction because, they had quarterback issues at Utah, and he actually wound up falling into, he would have fallen into a really good quarterback situation at Syracuse because Kyle McCord transferred there from Ohio State. And then he also had an injury, so he didn't really get any production last year at Utah, but then he goes to the Big 12 Pro Day and turns in like a blistering low 4.4 time in the 40, which, at 228 pounds or whatever he was, like he's a big guy. That was pretty impressive. So he's going to go to the Chiefs mini camp, but I think they expect him to be available here. And so I think it was a good pick for Calgary. And then we see two receivers going in the top three, and I think there was a big drop-off at receiver after the top two. So we knew those guys were going to go early. We saw some quality defensive linemen as well go, and some linebackers go as well. So not the normal draft where it's loaded with offensive linemen at the top of it. So some good position variability all the way through.
Farhan, the Elks without a first-round pick, but was there anyone that caught your eye from anyone that the Elks were able to grab in this year's draft?
Well, look, I think that pick up a couple of UBC guys in the mid-rounds that I thought were going to really be able to help them. I like Arvin Hosseini, who they picked up, and then also Skylar Griffiths, the fullback. I think he's a guy that's going to be pretty good. Their first pick in the second round is a guy that's going to be in the NFL for a little bit. So we'll see how long it goes until they get that. But overall, I thought the Elks did well considering where they began the draft process.
Farhan, a guy the receiver from BC there. I just totally lost my train of thought here. Hollins signs with the Elks. What can you tell Elks fans about this player? Because I know talking to Dustin Nielsen and watching the league last year, a smaller receiver, a little bit injury prone last year and had a little bit issues with the drops. Well, what kind of player are the Elks getting?
Yeah, and that's the thing is that the drops that he dealt with last year were something he never dealt with before in his career. It was a real surprise when that happened, and it happened consistently. And then the knee injury, right? So, Look, if Alex Hollins is fully healthy, he can be a difference maker. He can take the top off of defense. A lot of things. He does a lot of things really. But the problem is that, how healthy is he? Because there's some varying reports about what the medical reports look like. So for me, I just want to see, how healthy he is. Obviously, the Lions had one particular view on it, and that's why things went the way they did here. But he's a good ad for Edmonton. They really upgraded their Canadian talent at the receiver position, but to just have a fast guy that can take the top off of defense. If Alex Hollins can give them that, it's going to be a great thing for Trey Ford.
Fine, moving to the ice, we saw that Rick Tocchet looks like he's not going to be back behind the Canucks bench this year. What are you hearing, and are there any front runners to take over the head coaching job for the Vancouver Canucks for next season?
Well, look, there's going to be a number of names that get considered. I would imagine they're going to take a good long look at Manny Malhotra, who's done some tremendous things with their farm team in Abbotsford this year. They had a 13-game win streak this year, wind up with the second seed in the West going into the playoffs, won their first-round series. And, they did it with a number of players throughout the season with the Canucks, right, because of the injuries the Canucks had. So for him to maintain the level of success that he did while losing his top guys of the season, I think that speaks really well. I think that speaks really well for what Manny was able to accomplish. So, he'll be one of them. Is Peter Laviolette a candidate because of the history that he's got in Carolina with Jim Rutherford? We'll see. But I think they got to kind of decide what they're going to offer, right? Like, this is an interesting job because, as you heard Jim Rutherford describe it, their defense is in a good place. Their goaltending, when Thatcher Demko's healthy, is in a good place, and he finished the year healthy. But up front, there's a lot of question marks, right? So the fact that Rick Tocchet left this team a year after having a pretty good season and playoff, and term and dollar wasn't the reason. The Canucks stepped forward, were willing to give him a big number and willing to give him a lot of term. And he still said, you know what, this isn't good enough because I just don't know that I'm going to have success here based on where we're at as a franchise. We'll see who's interested. I mean, look, there's going to be people interested. Is Jay Woodcroft a viable candidate? I think he should be. So, we'll see what it looks like, but this job is going to mean different things to different people.
Farhan, what are the vibes there with the fan base there? Like you mentioned, last year they had a brilliant year. Everything went right up until Demko got hurt in March of that season. They had a good playoff run. And this year, the sky was the limit. There was a lot of hype around the Vancouver Canucks. Things didn't go their way. What do you see this team being next year? Are they going to be pushing for a wild card spot, or are they going to be a playoff team? I know it's a little bit early. We're still in the playoffs, but what kind of vibes are you sensing from this team right now in the fan base?
Yeah, well, I think the fan base. You mentioned the sky's the limit. No, the sky is falling. So it's not like that at all, right? This was a horrific year, which completely altered the trajectory of the franchise. And look, they were in the playoff conversation until a couple weeks left in the season. So full marks to Rick Tocchet for finding a way to get the best out of what was a really bizarre situation all year. When you look at the JT Miller, Elias Pettersson situation and just the weight that had on the entire dressing room and just the number of guys outside of Quinn Hughes that just didn't perform to expectations. You look at the previous year and so many guys had career highs. It was the opposite this year. And now all of a sudden, you lose a guy like JT Miller and it completely changes, what they need to do, right? If you look just 2 years ago, they had Pettersson playing at the top of his game, Miller playing really well, and then Bo Horvat, right? And now two of those guys are gone, and one of them is a shell of himself. So I think there's a lot more questions than there are answers. We'll see what they can do in the offseason to address the forward issue, because basically they were deep down the middle, and they had some questions on the wing, and then they basically took those assets and upgraded their blue line. Now their blue line is pretty solid. I think their blue line is a top third in the league, in my opinion, but who knows what will happen if they've got to get rid of Quinn Hughes in another year. So their problems shifted as the season progressed, but, there's not a lot of optimism in terms of next year. I think they'll be in the same spot they are right now, like a bubble playoff team that can't find a way to get in.
Yeah, interesting times there in Vancouver for sure. And one last one for you, Farhan. What have you made of the first round of the NHL playoffs? I know here in Edmonton, everybody's riding high after last night's win. Didn't start well, but they're riding. Winnipeg's big game tonight. Toronto, seems the sky's falling there after 2 straight losses. But what have you made of the first round of the NHL playoffs?
Yeah, look, it's been entertaining, right? And for the Oilers, like LA let them back in the series, right? They had them by the throat and they took their foot off, right? And they gave them a chance, and Edmonton's taking full advantage, and their top players are doing what they're doing, and they're able to ride Calvin Pickard for we'll see how long. So, good for them and good for Ottawa for sticking around in their series when it looked like all hope was gone there, and they lose 2 overtime games, so they're down 3-0. But then they finally were able to get some breaks and take advantage there, right? And the Minnesota. The Dallas-Colorado series, I think, has been fascinating because when you look at the early stages of that series, you thought, okay, the stumbles that Dallas had down the stretch were going to, carry over into the playoffs. But then kind of a similar thing happened there in game 2 where, Colorado was in good shape and all of a sudden Dallas found some breaks and now they've been able to ride that as well, right? So it's been great theater and the storylines have been outstanding and I'm looking forward to seeing the final few games here. I don't think we've seen the last of the Kings. We'll see what happens in some of these other series. If Ottawa could pull off a miracle comeback against the Leafs, wouldn't that be fun?
Oh boy, that would be great. That would be absolutely fantastic. Farhan, thank you for taking the time to join us. I know you're traveling today, so I appreciate the time and look forward to talking a lot of CFL with you in the coming months.
All right, thanks.
That's Farhan Lalji from TSN joining us here on Edmonton Sports Talk. The Canucks are a mess. I totally drew a blank on Alex Hollins. I was like, oh my God. What?
I hate when that happens.
And when I said sky's the limit, I meant like going into the year, the sky was the limit for the Canucks because a lot of people were picking them to make a run, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like it was crazy. Like now the sky is falling. It's crazy how 1 year has changed that whole team, Joaquin. Absolutely.
Worse is next year with Quinn Hughes.
Oh, does he want to leave?
He's already said he wants to go play with his brother.
Well, they either go get his brother or he's like that's one of the top 3 defensemen in the league, man.
Yeah, you get a lot for him.
Oh yeah, and that's the tough part because you're like, okay, do we have to move him? Because we're not going to lose him for anything.
Well, who do you get from Heischer?
Well, Heischer would have to be.
He'd have to be part of it.
You're probably getting that Nemec from the back end.
Yeah.
And you're probably asking for like a Dawson Mercer.
You might even ask for Hamilton, but I don't think. Do you think Hamilton goes?
If they can make the money work.
That's got to be too much. Hamilton,
Yeah.
Mercer, and
Hischier.
Nemec. Nemec is an up-and-comer too,
Yeah.
right?
I think Hischier has to be a part of it.
Hischier and Nemec
And a couple picks.
Okay.
We just made the trade.
Yeah. There you go, Jim.
Make it happen.
All right, Twiz and E-Town, B-Town does. They're saying System of a Down has 2 vocalists. We'll get to it after the break because I thought it was just 1, 2. We'll break this down as well, and we'll get you ready for Reed Wilkins. It's gonna be you got to tune into the Reed Wilkins show today.
Oh my gosh, shiver me timbers, lady.
Reed and Jay coming up from 3 to 6. Keep the thumbs up. We're getting so close to 200 peeps. We're only 16 away. Let's get there in the next 9 minutes. Quick break. Koob with a sports update, and we're back to close out EST Afternoons.
Two teams are up against the wall entering Game 5. The Bolts trail the Panthers 3-1, while the Caps can take the Habs in 5. And Montreal will be without Patrick Laine and Sam Montembeault tonight, getting Jacob Dobish to start in between the pipes. Elsewhere, the Blues and Jets go head-to-head with that series tied at 2 apiece. And at the U18 Men's World Championship, Canada battles Czechia in their quarter-final matchup, Canada having yet to register a loss in the tournament. And there's a pair of games in the WHL. Spokane controls the Winterhawks 2-0 entering Game 3, while Gavin McKenna and his Tigers look to sweep the Hurricanes. Just a pair of games dot the NBA slate. The Rockets look to stay alive against the Warriors with a win in Game 5, while the Timberwolves need just one win against the Lakers to make it to round 2. And after being battered 10-2 from Boston last night, the Jays meet the Red Sox just after 5 o'clock. Right now, it's the Marlins taking on the Dodgers. Dodgers leading 4-2 in the end of the 5th inning. The final segment of EST Afternoons brings us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubusch for your sports update.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
Sean Bell joining us here on the Reed Wilkins Show.
The reason that Evan Bouchard is so good is the exact same reason that Evan Bouchard can be so lackadaisical. He slows the game down. It's such a double-edged sword because he can be so dynamic. I want a little bit more so that you're not just giving up 10 bell chances.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
My mother used to let us not lock the doors. She's like, if you're locking the doors inside of the house, it means you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Yeah, that's why we lock the doors.
Host of the Bad Friends and Whiskey Ginger podcast, don't miss Andrew Santino, Freeze Peach, live at the River Cree May 22nd.
Michael, what are you doing? We have locks on the outside of the house to keep criminals from coming inside. There's no criminals inside of this house. Yes, there are, Karen.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. Excitement, bet on it.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Play more tables and games.
Play more tables and games. Make the most of your bad game. Oh, you want to, you need to, you know just what you gotta do. It's time to add some fun to your life. Make the most of your bad game. Play more tables and games.
PlayMoreGames.ca.
Final segment here on EST Afternoons from the William Huff Studios. 12 away from 200. Let's go, baby. We can get it in 5 minutes. Hey, quickly, Joaquin. So Ted Lindsay nominations came out today, and Hellebuck nor Leon Draisaitl are on it. How's that possible?
Pick up your game.
How's that possible?
Fatigue.
That's brutal. You can't. Oh, I hate that. McKinnon, Cale Makar, and Nikita Kucherov are up for the 10th.
Yeah.
You think McKinnon was better than did Draisaitl missing the last month of the season hurt?
Maybe, yeah.
Who would you pick out of these three jabronis?
I think Kucherov.
Really?
Second year
You're
in a
not
row.
picking your boy Makar?
What did Makar finish with this year?
He was unreal. He scored 30 goals.
Yeah, he did score 30 goals.
First time since Mike Green, Koob?
I'd like to see.
Koob
You know what? I'd like to. I think it lines up perfectly. I say Makar wins.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, 30 goals at the defenseman in this
And
day.
Bush wins the Norris.
Bush coin. Invest in Bush coin.
He only gets half the Norris, though.
It was nice that he had nothing to do with the game yesterday. Like he was part of it.
He was good, though.
Yeah. Like he didn't hurt him.
No, there was a couple good shots.
He had a couple.
He got it
giveaways.
blocked or whatever. But and there was a good save, but one really good save too.
Yeah.
So,
what else? Okay, system of a down. Is it one or two guys, Koob?
Well, I thought it was one guy. You said it's two.
I thought it was no. We have a few people on the River Korean box saying it's two vocalists, Serge and Darren. But then I've seen their videos, and the one guy sings the nice kind of tone, and then he screams. Is the other guy just like a backup singer, or?
I mean, he might be on a couple of songs, but from the songs that I know, I think it's just Serge as the lead vocalist. Like he might do the background vocals and fill in for a song here and there, but
okay.
Like I don't know if they go on.
But the main guy sings both the screaming part and I'm pretty sure that's right. And then
seems right.
Interesting fact from E-Town as well, and I knew this, that Darren guy, he's a huge Oilers fan. Like diehard Oilers fan. No one cares. No one's even listening to me right now. All right.
Wake up.
What?
Make up.
I don't know what you're talking. I don't listen. What is it? Three doors down?
System of a down.
System of
DT
three doors
says
down?
it's two. The guitarist sings two and sings lead on a few songs.
This is why we don't talk music, guys.
Hey, sorry, guys, but it's two. Lonely Day. Okay.
Who?
Yep. VR says depending on the song, the lead vocalist will be different. Okay. Oh, okay. Now we're on. Reed Wilkins coming up with good old Jay Milne. This is gonna be a great show.
Jay's activated today, so he's full of.
He's feeling good. Yeah. Hey, he brought in some. What kind of chips were those again?
Sour cream onion.
They were really good.
Those were good.
I know. Reed told me who was coming on the show, but I can't remember. The same way with Farhan, I couldn't remember the name of the receiver that you had.
I almost put one of those pizzas in the freezer.
Did you know you were getting accused for? So you didn't know this, did you? So the guys couldn't find the pizzas. They thought someone took them home, and you were the number one suspect.
Really?
Yeah. And then they found them in the freezer today.
I didn't even put them in the freezer, too.
No.
Someone else did.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I was like,
losers.
You buggers were blaming Joaquin, and you didn't even open the freezer.
I should be able to cook one then.
Same thing happened when they asked me, Dusty's like, can you put these beers in? We got beer of the week tomorrow. I put them in the beer fridge. He couldn't find them. Like, you got to move stuff around sometimes.
That
fellas.
could be. I might take some blame for that because I packed the fridge. So.
Oh, okay.
That's probably why he couldn't find them. But
But Trev admitted, he goes, I guess we should check the freezer, guys, going forward. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Jesus.
He thought that I took
that
him.
Is
He's
like,
you two were the top two.
Yeah, he was like, no, he came up to me. He said, so Zach, you took those pizzas? I'm like, what pizzas are you talking about?
Yeah.
The Gene Principe pizzas. I'm like, I saw them in the fridge. If they're not there, maybe Gager took them.
I saw. Why would I take them home too? That's another thing.
One thing, it is a weekend. So if there's something left here in the fridge, like it's going to go bad over the weekend, kind of last couple people, it's up for grabs. You can take it, right? There was no note on it.
Because you asked about the other pizzas that Pizza Boy brought.
Yes.
And they said yes.
Which are delicious. Yeah.
I don't know.
And the Zatar, it was fantastic.
Yeah, how's Tommy not the number one suspect? He's the buffet.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't give them to the people down at the tattoo place.
Hey, we're
Only
one
half,
away
though.
from 200, and we got to go in like 20 seconds. One away.
Are we? I don't think I'm here.
Big shout out to Farhan Lalji from TSN. He was traveling back to the West Coast today. It was we were very gracious for his time. He hit on the CFL draft, on the Canucks, and on the NHL playoffs. Tomorrow we tee up the biggest game of the season.
201.
201. Let's go, baby. As the Oilers look to close out the LA Kings. Full day of coverage. Of course, Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne will go till 6:30, and then we'll do an hour and a half on the pregame show. Tommy will be live from the Ice House.
Oh my gosh, Tommy in the Ice House.
With DB,
Ice
Matt
in his
Cassin.
veins.
Let's go. Hope you enjoyed the show today. Thank you for the thumbs up, but make sure to follow us on anywhere you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify. We love you guys. You guys are the best. Stick around. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne. You're not going to want to miss this. They're coming up here. For Hawk, for Koob, I'm Salas. Enjoy your evening. We'll chat tomorrow. Chowders.